Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Jamie Plays with me, Jamie, and today we're taking another look at Star Trek New Horizons. So if you've been following this series, in the last episode we actually finished our war with the Zenkethi and the Orions, who are here and here, and I stated that my goal for this episode was really to play Intergalactic Pac-Man. Sorry, I'm just going to pause the music. Is to play Intergalactic Pac-Man, so really try and kind of expand our borders through diplomacy as much as possible with the United Federation of Planets. So up here we have a coalition already formed between the Xindi, the Saurian League, and the Deltan Union, and we're currently in a coalition with the Betazoid houses, who I'm currently putting through the ascension process to join the Federation. And as well as the Union of Beta Urgae, and also the Confederated Alkali planets, who were once part of the Orion Trade Union and were given independence after our war, so at the end of the last episode. So my goal for this episode is really just to expand, just to go here, the Saurian League, Deltan Union, and Xindi, so I'll eventually join their coalition once mine is has been integrated into the Federation. Let's see if I can add anyone else to the coalition. So there's the Shepherdites. They cannot be added in yet. Oh, Bajor. Let's invite Bajor to a coalition. Yes, please. Oh, yep. This is so the Union wants them in as well. That's great. And they have been added. So they are now part of our coalition. Yay! And a commercial pact from the Akamarian Sovereignty, who are over here. That's great. Oh, we can give them association status. Let's do that as well.
Give the Patach his due!
The Klingons like us. So we still have they have association status with our coalition as well. That's great. So let's get rid of these notifications. Great. So anyone else we can add in? The Cardassians don't like us.
It moves me strongly every time, witnessing the civil service in The Never-Ending Sacrifice.
And then the Zenkethi we just fought a war with, they absolutely hate us. The Ferengi are currently at war with with this coalition. So they're not going to join. This coalition is already in a coalition, so we can't see that. What about Bolians? The Bolians would be open to association status, so let's do that. What about...
Together we can operate at superb efficiency.
Not the Benzarian Commonwealth, though. They're not interested. The Morale states, nope, not interested. Oh, they've now been given association status. What about the Gorn?
What do you want?
Not interested. And what about the Iridian League? They're pathetic. No. Okay, well, let's unpause and continue. So the Bolian League has also been given association status. That's great. I see we have a science ship just sitting here. Or sorry, a construction ship just sitting here. Is there anything to build at the moment? No, not really. Okay, so stay there. And you're there. Okay, so we have one on either side-ish of our borders. Interesting. So anything we can do on our worlds? Nope, Earth is still doing its thing. Mars, we're still doing the terraforming project. Vilat, nothing. Oh, yes, I can upgrade a farm, which we still have enough Brizene nitrate. So upgrade that. Great. So we just saw that our fleet was upgraded. Oh, actually, we can build things that are anchorages, so let's do that. Let's build a naval depot. So we have facilities. So what can we build? Central computer core. That would give our ship's weapons range plus 50% within the star system. Defense grid allows us to build 8 more defense platforms, which are these ones here. Let's leave you open for now. Let's just go around continuing the naval depots. Another naval depot, another naval depot. Oh look, our fleet can be upgraded yet again. So let's do that. Where is my fleet? My fleet's over there. What if I send you... Let's stop the upgrade and actually send it back to its home starbase. Where are you? You're there. Let's send you back to this starbase, and I'm going to start reinforcing this fleet with other ships as well. I think that will be part of this episode. So we have these raiders, so I will add more ships in, but let's deal with this light cruiser prototype first. So we can either streamline production, make it go faster, reduce material costs, or reinforce the hull. I think I'm going to reinforce the hull, so make them more durable. Let's do that. The Intrepid type light cruiser has been marked for retirement. While the Intrepid type class vessels have served the fleet well for many years, the cost of maintaining the class has become prohibitive as newer designs have entered production. So this is where this is a feature of Star Trek New Horizons. So what's happened is that basically we've replaced our light cruiser class, the original light cruiser class, which was the Intrepid class, which actually, if you notice, are all of these style of vessels. All of these have now been retired, so we can now no longer build those. If we go here to our fleets and add a ship design, you will see that it's now the Bonaventure class is now the one that's available. So we will be replacing, probably, hopefully in this episode as well, this light cruiser with the Bonaventure class. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go to the second fleet and click directly on these ships. So right click to create a new fleet with these ships, click to create a new fleet with these ships and select the new fleet. So I'm going to do that. Well, I'm clicking, but it's not happening. Maybe right click. Maybe unpause and click. Oh, sorry, they were in they were warping between systems, so now I should probably be able to do that. Yes, so all the light cruisers I'm actually going to send here to merge with this other fleet. And the reason I'm going to do that, well, at the moment, I'm freeing up the space inside for the second fleet in order to replace them with the other light cruisers. So, okay, interesting. I'm not sure what that was. So here, I'm going to remove the light cruiser designs, and then add the light cruiser 2 design. So the Bonaventure class, and maybe add another frigate. Maybe not add another frigate. The reason being is because probably we will get a new frigate design soon. I think also probably the NX class will also soon be decommissioned as well. So I don't necessarily want to, add some more ships that are about to be decommissioned. So what we can do now actually is if we go to the construction ship, I think we can build the Starfleet Naval Museum. So this houses a number of retired starships, preserving ships of the past for future generations. And I'm actually going to have this build in the Sol system. Let's go here. Let's build a megastructure. Yeah. So what this is doing is this is building another unique megastructure to the Star Trek New Horizons called the what was it called? the Starfleet Naval Museum, so you can then retire ships here. I'm not 100% sure how we do that, but hopefully we can figure this out together. So new research, administrative district increase, you can build resort locations, or the bunker network and ground to space. Let's finally build this, I guess, or research that. Then we can, oh yes, here we go, unlock ship, the Walker class, and the prototype vessel multi-mission, so we can currently build the Poseidon class multi-mission. With this research, that would replace the Poseidon with the Walker class. We can increase cities, as I said, or add the torpedo launcher battery, or finally do the Antorian cruiser. No, let's go for the Walker class. So you're going back. Let's upgrade the fleet. So when you get back to the Sol system, you'll upgrade. And first fleet. More traditions, more traditions. Do we want trained officer production? We don't need that because we're already at the max. Starbase maintenance reduced by 20%. That's very nice. Or civilian couriers improve our administration capacity by 20. All of those are very good. Let's go for the maintenance just because we're currently losing credits, and part of that is due to star bases. So let's say yes. And then I guess we'll see how this changes at the end of the month. So it's currently at minus 33. Okay. So Klingons and Flaxians arrivals, Sele and Antic and Pax arrivals, and we've gone down to minus 7 here. So 20% has actually given us a nice, well, it doesn't cost us as much anyway to maintain our star bases anymore, so that's nice. So okay, I was wondering why there were 6 ships here, but it was then saying there was only 2. Anyway, I think that was a little bit of a bug. So new ships and first fleet have just combined, that's great. So you can see here that we actually can't upgrade our ships. So for example, the light cruiser, it says, oh, we can upgrade it here, the design can be upgraded, but we can no longer upgrade these ships, and that's because they've been retired. So once we build the construction ship, I'm going to have a look and see how we retire ships. So we have, that research has been finished. So leader lifespan plus 10 years, or we can build a hydroponics bay facility and improve agricultural districts, or military training center. Let's go for the plus 10 years. That's always a good research option. So, and yeah, what are the not tooltips, but icons to upgrade will stay there for a while. So how is our upgrading going? It's going well from the look of it. Oh, the Tholian Assembly allows me access to their borders, that's great. So the Mars Development Project. So now that we have finished, kind of finished terraforming, we've got to the 100%, we have these new event systems. So the initiative has fulfilled its purpose. Mars is now a sister planet to Earth, a blue gem shining in the sky. But there is still much work to be done before the planet achieves its full potential. We have the opportunity to invest in the planet's future, to unlock special facilities, bonuses, and upgrades. This event lets you spend resources to acquire any beneficial bonuses you might have missed during the Mars terraforming project. So we can invest in technology, in construction, or in defense. So I'm going to invest in construction. And what this will do, I believe, is give me the Utopia Planitia, which are the shipyards that are around Mars in the Star Trek universe that produce lots of ships. A lot of the ships in the Federation were produced at the Utopia Planitia shipyards. So yeah, that will be interesting when we get that. And let's also continue terraforming Mars. I think that's the one that keeps making this event pop up. Oh, someone has just died. Oh, a governor has just died. Rest in peace. And Earth is just about to finish its mining network upgrade. I think we're also going to need to build more housing soon. So, why don't we reinforce this fleet with anything we have? Oh, and as I said, no one knew why Utopia Colony, one of the smallest settlements on the Mars, was eventually picked for this project. No doubt there was a great deal of politics behind the decision, an attempt to promote the frontiers of the newly settled planets. The Confederation Martian colonies have decided they will initiate a construction project that will rival any of that on Earth. Still, it was a timely hamlet on the Utopia Planitia lava plain that would become the sites of Starfleet's main fleet yard. Within a month of the project, the small town was transformed. Within 2 months, the foundations of a superstructure were placed 16,000 kilometers above the colony in synchronous orbit. Now, the Utopia Planitia fleet yards fill the sky with dozens of giant dry docks. This is truly inspiring. That's great. So what this does is it adds a modifier to Mars. Oh, it used to add the modifier, I guess it doesn't anymore, because what it does is if you go to Starbase 1 and look at the Starbase, one of your shipyards has become Utopia Planitia, which gives you +2 naval capacity and +10% build speed for your shipyards, which means rather than having 1, 2, 3 shipyards, we actually have 4 shipyards here, because Utopia Planitia acts as 2 different shipyards. So we can now upgrade or build 4 vessels simultaneously. So let's see what else we can do. Delta Union has declared the Romulan Star Empire their rival. Great. So they're currently building the Bonaventure class. That's great. And the Ferengi rival the Sheliak, the Cardassians rival the Breen. Interesting. So if we look at our Cardassian broke off their non-aggression pact with Ferengi Alliance. It seems that they may have grown tired of peace. Ooh, okay. Let's look at the opinion map mode of us. Yeah, so the Romulans really don't like us, nor do the Orions or the Zenkethi, who we fought a war with. That makes sense. Most other people are, though, within the green or yellow range, so that's good. And we're, of course, the blue. So back to not diplomatic, empire map mode. So how's Mars coming along? Doing the fusion reactors.
Science vessel under attack.
So, Pirate Haven. The USS Mercury reports that the fleet has encountered a significant pirate presence in the Riblos system. Judging by preliminary scans of the immense ships and the stations harboring them, this is a historical pirate port. It has likely been an uninterrupted operation since whatever ancient era it was that first spawned these thieving marauders. So where is that? Oh, we can't actually see. Where is the USS Mercury? Oh, it's up here. Somewhere. Right here. This is where it must be. So we will strike at the heart of this menace.
Automatic defense procedures initiated.
Let's see, why don't I send these ships to upgrade as well and then go back to your exploring. And that one's fine. So you're building the Starfleet Naval Museum and upgrade the fleet. This construction ship can be upgraded.
Fleet upgraded.
So why don't we also do... So second fleet can be reinforced again. So let's do that.
Research complete.
And new research. What research is that? Oh, inertial dampener 2 and the ullage afterburner, so new research. Science consoles, astro. So as I was saying, we can build the protein fabricator, we can build the astrometrics lab or a science console. I think what I'm going to do is do the protein fabricator again because this is an early technology and I would like to kind of progress on with the teleportation, replication, and holographic matter research fields. So let's do that. So migration treaty probes between the Bajorans and the Shepardite Guard. Let's see if we can't do really anything with it. Oh, so Federation Council mechanic again. So we were in the process of reviewing the Betazoid houses ascension process. So high intensity one time. We just doing that one time. We're currently at 39%, so I'm going to do it again. So it looks maybe it's going to take 2 high and a medium intensity negotiation session, or 3 sessions, 2 high and 1 medium, in order to incorporate them into the Federation. And look, we can upgrade these again. Let's play some music as well, so you're not just listening to silence whenever I'm not speaking. And let's continue our research. Archaeology skill, although we don't have any archaeology sites that I know of. Starbase facilities, the Black Hole Observatory, and the Xena Anthropological Research Center. Or Piracy Suppression +1, and build private contractors and navigation buoys. Good question. I guess let's go for archaeology skill. It will be the fastest. It takes about 8 months. And I guess let's see where this kind of leads us. So that's that. Unpause. And continuing on. Oh, you can be upgraded again. Oh, because this is now the light cruiser. And we should have another one coming soon. Yep, it's about halfway finished, so let's upgrade you. How much do these cruisers cost? 573. Okay. Oh, and new research. Protein sequences finished, so increased productivity. Research the acetone assimilator for cruisers, and the Starbase facility or the holographic training center. Let's go for the acetone assimilator. Although we don't have any cruisers yet, we could potentially install them on our star bases. Oh, and we can build another building here on Earth. So what do we want? So we could build an administration center. Oh no, we already have an administration center somewhere, don't we? Cambridge University 2. Holo Theater, there's the embassy. Oh, maybe we don't. Do we not have one on Earth? Okay, maybe we don't have one on Earth. I thought we did. So this increases both our amenities, so +4 per job, but also our trade, so that would be great. Advanced water purifier, alloy foundries, bunker network, Duranium forge, ground to space weapons, large scale fields, matter fabricator. A good question. Why don't I think I'm going to go for a bunker network or ground to space defenses. They will fire automatically at random enemy ships that are bombarding this planet. They will deliver on average 1,260 points of hull damage per month to orbiting enemy ships, bypassing all armor and shields. Oh, that could be nice. And the bunker network reduces orbital damage. I think let's do this ground to space defenses. That will be good. That way Earth is defended even if our ships aren't there. So that fleet's still there. Second fleet is there. Can we upgrade? No, we can't reinforce. We cannot reinforce at the moment because it now costs 573. But now we can. So let's do that. What to do now? How are these observations coming along? Plus 0.4 per month. This one should be plus 0.4 per month as well. Yep. Base 10 and 1 influence per month. Yep, that seems reasonable.
My family is my hearth and castle.
Research complete.
So let's see what other research. Fleet command limit plus 50. Again, we don't really have the naval capacity at the moment. Ooh, Iconian research site. What is that? Remnants of the Iconian Empire that span the galaxy are analyzed here in the hopes of providing valuable insight into their technology and culture. Administrative capacity plus 10. That's very nice. That will be helpful. Or Map the Stars Edict, Free Thought, and Information Quarantine. Let's go for the Iconian research site.
Construction
Oh,
complete.
and we can develop Mars again, so we can invest in technology, in defense, or not at this time. So let's do, I guess, go with technology. And go back to Mars and continue the terraforming. So the Ferengi Alliance and the Sheliak Corporate, who are here and here, don't like each other. That's nothing new. The Iridian League has declared the Sonar Command their rival. Okay.
Log updated.
Birthplace of the Galactic Market. De facto galactic trade, unbound by the performance of international diplomacy, has existed since we first discovered that we are not alone in the universe. As new borders are discovered and old ones redrawn across the galaxy, galactic leaders agree that it is time to legitimize this commercial forum so that all may benefit. In the coming years, independent traders and government agencies will be looking to establish a quasi-centralized hub for galactic commerce. We would surely benefit if this hub were to fall within human space, so we can choose to promote one of our worlds for this purpose. So this is from the base game, and it still exists in Star Trek New Horizons. So I'm going to try to go for the galactic market. And why don't we set that on Earth? I think that would be the easiest. So, yep, let's nominate Galactic Hub nomination. Can we boost our nomination? Yep, boost nomination bid. And we can do it one more time once we're at 300 influence. So hopefully we can meet someone so we can get an influence boost. Oh, the Saurian League is also expanded up there as well. Interesting. And the Flaxian hegemony is really expanding as well. And it looks like the Romulans aren't really able to expand much. So maybe they won't be much of a threat.
A strong empire begins with a firm foundation.
Famous last words, of course, because their relative fleet power is superior to my own. which is not a good thing. So, Mars Development Project. In dozens of years, this shiny new research facility will no longer be the Carl Sagan Institute of Technology. Richard Daystrom, in all of his dazzling, maddening, brilliant glory, will reshape the galaxy and acquire the name to himself. But well before that, the venerable annex will already be a bastion of research and academia. Inspired by the pioneering spirit of old and the flood of material investment of Earth, the local Martians have decided they must be able to rival Earth not only in industry, but in their contribution to mankind as well. This vision lasted into the future, making Mars one of the most respected scientific institutes in the galaxy. So, great. A remarkable achievement. So, what that's done is changed... oh yes, it's added the Daystrom Institute here, which gives a head researcher job, and yeah, is all in all awesome.
Construction complete.
Resources full, Latinum at 1,000, trained officers and deuterium. Well, the Latinum we can do something about. So I guess the invasion of 26 Draconis, we did control it, but I'm wondering why it said... So anyway, during the war we got this system invasion priority target, and it's never gone away. So I'm not sure why. Anyway, let's continue on. What was I looking for? Oh yes, I was going to do the Latinum. So where is the market? Market here. Latinum's here. Let's get rid of half of it, so 500. And with that, I am going to buy some deuterium, I think. And what I'm going to do is sell off some of my magnesite, or I guess some of the chemosite. And then I'm going to buy alloys, 1,250. And reinforce my fleet as kind of as high as it will go. And upgrade that ship. So now that I also have the excess alloys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to... So I know on Earth we have a special project which is Expand Tycho City. I don't know what it does though. I think rather than doing this just yet, I'm going to... I am going to... I think build a second fleet, or start a second fleet. So first fleet I guess is going to be the place where all of the ships go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's create a second fleet, or I guess it's going to be, let's call it third fleet. And let's add in the... Oh, actually I'm going to wait because our multi-mission ship research is almost complete. If we go here, yeah, it needs 5 months, so I'm going to wait on that for right now. And I guess I'll just let it run while I'm waiting.
Fleet upgraded.
Yep, great. Another fleet. Oh, so my fleet has been upgraded. And then this construction is at 11%. I'm about to have the Naval Museum be built. Let's see if that gives us some kind of tooltip as to tell us how to actually use it. So I know you can interact with it like through diplomacy. It's considered an agency, which is a special type of entity in the universe that you can interact with, but I'm not sure how it works. Nope. So there is the Naval Museum. So under a special agency under the United Federation of Planets, it's run by the Historical Society. And if I click there, I can say the Starfleet Historical Society, ? The Society is a civilian organization authorized by Starfleet to maintain and preserve retired starships. Our job is to ensure that future generations have access to the vessels which have been at the forefront of our exploration of the galaxy. In practical terms, we also facilitate the return of older vessels to active service, though this process can prove costly. Okay? So, show frigates. So, Frigates are small vessels designed for system defense duties and other limited operations. They are built for speed and maneuverability. Usually frigates would fight in small numbers. The term frigate originated in the Mediterranean, Earth, in the late 15th century, referring to a lighter galleass-type ship with oars, sails, and a light armament. Famous frigate, the USS Constitution, known as Old Ironsides, due to her sturdy construction. The oldest still intact ship in America serves as a museum in Boston, Massachusetts. Still afloat, she had an unusually long service life, having remained in commission on and off between 1797 all the way to the Civil War, after which she was made a training ship and continued sailing periodically right up to her final decommissioning in 1881. Please select the frigate class you wish to recommission. Obsolete classes will automatically be retired into the museum. They will still be designable for 5 years after being retired. Once they have been fully retired, we can recommission old ship classes again, consuming one slot of the recommissioned ship classes roster. Recommissioning old ship classes requires a huge amount of personnel to maintain production, resulting in a 5-year cooldown period before we are able to retire this class again. So I guess we have 4 different types of class that we can bring back, and we can choose that. There are no other types of frigate class, so we can't recommission them. And I don't want to retire them because we don't have anything to replace them with, so let's go back. Show light cruisers, so we can see the Bonaventure class is there. Show long-range explorers, this is the NX type class. And the multi-mission vessels are currently the Poseidon class. So great, and unpause. But I wonder... So right-clicking only makes the fleet move to this location, but I'm wondering if we have to physically decommission the ships ourselves or disband the ships, or whether there's some other thing that I'm missing. So migration treaty proposal from the Bullion League, yes, I'm going to agree to that. And a quick sip of water while we're waiting. And a migration treaty from the Akamarian sovereignty, yes please.
We are born between the stars.
So, we have finished the multi-mission vessel prototype, and again we can streamline production, reduce material cost, or reinforce the hull. Again I'm going to go for reinforce the hull just to make our ships, so plus 425 hull. Otherwise we could make them build 50% faster, which is also very nice, or minus 10% alloy build costs, but I'm going to go for the reinforced hull. So Cadet Noonien Sung has demonstrated exceptional talent during their training and has been selected for Starfleet Science. Review leadership candidates list to recruit Noonien Sung. Administrator Sarek has demonstrated exceptional talent during their training and has been selected as a potential candidate for sector governorship. Review the leader candidates list to recruit Sarek. So another addition to Star Trek New Horizons in the Into the Mirror Darkly expansion is this addition of candidates. So for example, if we were to go to if we were to go to the, not the fleet manager, where are our leaders? Oh, I think they're down here, yep. Leaders here, and say for example recruit the governors, we can see that Sarek is here. So we can recruit him, he's at level 2. And he gives us, he has an intellectual trait and a righteous trait. Yeah, so we can recruit him to manage sectors, for example. One thing is, I don't really know how sectors work in, oh, that's claims. Anything sectors? Planets and sectors? I'm not really sure how sectors work in the expansion, or if anything's changed or not. I know in the base game you don't have to play with them anymore, although you can. I'm not really sure. I'll have to do some research on that and get back to everyone about what to actually do with sectors. But continuing on, I see that we finished our research into the cruiser advanced prototype, and also the Poseidon class has been retired. We never actually built the Poseidon class, which is good, which means we don't have to retire it, and it now means we have access to the Walker class. So we can, oh, heavy cruisers, that's nice. So we can unlock heavy cruisers with the Engel class. Then the heavy cruiser archetype and the Magi, I think it's Magi class heavy cruisers. We can also improve our mining stations by 10% or build the nuclear minefield. I think I'm going to go for the Engel class and the heavy cruisers. And we can upgrade our ships again, so let's do that. And, oh, there's a plague outbreak on Corcoroli 1, so understood. But we have a science ship there that just upgraded, fortunately. So let's go to that research project. And then you can explore. You can automatically explore again. So thanks Sorek, thanks Nunyan Sung. Thank you, notification for the Poseidon class retirement. Thank you, ships upgraded. And we've just been insulted by the Romulan Star Empire. Not a surprise, really.
Give the Patach his due!
Let's offer a migration treaty with the Klingons. And invest in defense on Mars. So on Mars, does that do anything? I'm sure it shall tell us soon. So research complete. We can boost our amenity production for commercial districts, unlock the military training center or the resort location. Let's go for the resort location. Also, we can build 2 new buildings. So you are plus 25% for society research from jobs and plus 10% from minerals. So I guess I don't think we can really do much research at the moment. Oh, we can. Regional Academy. Let's do that then. That sounds good. So let's have, I guess, Rerkan will be a research slash mining colony. Mostly research, if possible. And this is our food colony, it looks like. So we're going to create food, large-scale farms. Here you are. So a passing trader, a humanoid trader, has approached one of the trading outposts of the United Federation of Planets and offered us an artifact that can supposedly bend time for a set period. Quite where the artifact came from or how it works is a mystery. What should we do? A bargain? Purchase it immediately? Purchase it, then break it down to see how it works? A private auction could net us a healthy profit here, or we have better uses for latinum. Let's purchase it immediately. I'm not sure what the time crystal device is, but it does look like it is a Star Trek relic, judging based on the picture from Star Trek Discovery. So let's see. So we've received that relic, and what that means is that if we go to our Traditions and Relics page and go to Relics, we now have the time crystal thing, and it says time crystal production +1, so this is the passive effects of activating this time device. And then when we activate it, there's a country event. So we aren't currently producing any time crystals, I don't think. So this passive effect will only really, I guess, start happening. Let me say excellent, thank you. So we gain the unity from the outbreak ending. So I guess let's see at the end of the month whether we're producing time crystals, which are here. Oh, we are now producing time crystals, which is a rare mineral with a non-equilibrium matter state. Oh, come back. inherently unstable with an unpredictable decay rate. Exploiting the time crystals is required for certain temporal technologies. This deposit must be found in very rare ground deposits. Time crystals are required to construct exotic temporal weapons, components, and armies. Okay, so let's keep this for a while. I don't think I want to activate this yet, although I'm really curious to see what the country event is. But let's review the Betazoid Houses ascension process. It's at 78% complete. I'm going to go for a medium intensity negotiations. The thing is, I was hoping to keep the influence so we can get the galactic market, which means that we would get a so every time you use the galactic market, there's a base fee of 30%. If you have the or have control of the market yourself, then this goes down, I think, to about 15%, and then additional technologies and research things can actually lower it even further. I see that we are losing dilithium, so I am going to reduce the amount of dilithium we're selling by 3, so it's now at 50. So now we'll only lose, I think, 0.88 per month. Oh, we'll actually gain 0.69 per month. That's fine by me. And the Denobian Union entered into a defensive pact with the Ferengi. So, to the military minds of Starfleet, Mars offers a unique strategic advantage. It is now fully terraformed and accessible, but it is not as fragile or sensitive a target as Earth. A few commanders suggested that the inner planet defenses of the Sol system be moved to Mars, and the idea spread among Starfleet command like wildfire. From that, the Mars Defense Perimeter was born. The project calls for an advanced array of automated sublight sentry pods, built and controlled from Mars, turning the planet into a veritable fortress. Once approved, the project proceeded swiftly. So, thank you. Looking, Mars doesn't have any modifiers, but I wonder if that's changed our starbase somehow. Starbase, orbital hospital, nope. But maybe, nope. Has it done anything on Mars? Oh, it's given us the Mars Defense Perimeter. So it produces physics and engineering research from the marine job, and it creates defensive armies. Okay, so it's protected Mars itself. Oh, and Jonathan Archer has been elected Prime Minister. So what does Jonathan Archer want us to do? Increase our food by up to 15 per month. I think that will be fine, especially as we're building fields here. And this will be our farming colony. Oh, new people, yay! Influence boost. That's great. So once we get up to 300, I will then boost our nomination for the last time. Oh, I can build...
Empire has established communications.
Oh, we've met the Husnock Ascendancy. So, thank you. I think these are from the original series. I don't recognize the Husnock myself very well, which means it's probably from the original series, as is the one that I'm least familiar with. So we greet you in peace. So the Ferengi and the Zindi made peace. Oh, and that's created the Ferengi Nation. So there's the Ferengi Alliance, which are the original Ferengi, and then there is the Ferengi Nation.
Never forget the 35th rule of acquisition. Peace is good for business.
Oh, they will not join a federation with the Bajoran Second Republic. That's kind of annoying. So, Ferengi Nation join the favorable compact. Yep, that's this coalition right here, which is understandable. Thank you to all of these. With Bajor, we can form a research agreement. Let's do that. Technology. Oh, weaponry design, which is a specialization tech. Research outpost boost or dedicated phaser 2. Let's go for a dedicated phaser 2. And I'll stay on the research screen because this one's about to finish.
Research complete.
So oh, we can start terraforming planets. So we can unlock the terraforming feature and unlock basic terraforming. We can upgrade our police stations or build the two starbase facilities, Black Hole Observatory and the Xenoanthropological Research Center. I'm going to go for the Rehabilitation Re-Education Center because that will help with our police stations. This is the upgrade for that. And, well, we're okay for crime and stability, but when you start getting more population, those kinds of things will go up. So, yeah, let's see about that.
Construction complete.
War declared.
The Sonar Command declared war against the Iridian League. So that's the Sonar Command here, and the Iridian League is here. Their fleet power is inferior, the Sonar's fleet power is equivalent, so they are more likely going to win against the Iridians. Okay.
Priority 1 message incoming.
A trade deal. Oh, the Flaxians are giving us stuff. Again, that's always great. I'm just clicking on the Galactic Forum, so we don't have enough duranium plates yet. I wonder, can we buy duranium plates? No, I don't think so. They have this icon here, and I don't see it in here, so we have to produce them ourselves. And can we sell water ice? No, we can't. Can we build, or do we need to build any cities? Oh yes, we do need to build a city here. So cities cost 50 water ice and then cost 1 to maintain. So Mars needs 1, you're fine. You need 1. You being Pajem. You have 4 slots, you have 4 slots. You have 6 slots, 5 slots, and 4 slots. I'm looking up here if you're wondering where I am. And Vilat can build another slot. I'm going to build an entertainment complex here, and that's because our amenities are at 0. So, entertainment center. So why don't we build... Oh, we can upgrade the second fleet again. Why don't we now go for this third fleet? And let's add in... Let's go for the multi-mission, the Walker class. That's a limit of 15. So if I were to do 6 of them, our naval capacity would have to be 240. I'm going to lower this down to 3 Walker class ships. And I'm going to set your home base to be, let's say so the Argolis cluster is down here. Core Corelli is here. I don't have actually anything over here. Maybe I should build another like defensive station in Ankar or Desica or the Basin Rift. Good question. Anyway, for now let's set it as Sol, and yeah, this fleet is fully. Maybe let's. Do I? Let's reinforce this fleet. So it will be built at. Wait, didn't I just say Starbase 1? Oh, Starbase 1 is currently doing things, which is why it's decided to go there. Let's wait until Starbase 1 is finished its upgrading of everything, which should be rather soon. And then I will build that ship. Great, and actually we can build... Nope, just one ship for right now. So let's reinforce all. It's still being built at the Corcorale system. Why? I have no idea. Oh, that's fine. Build it there, and then I'm sure that the fleet will then move to the Sol system. Or maybe it will stay there, and that's not really a bad thing. But yeah, I did set it as the home base is Starbase 1. Okay. Rehabilitation and Re-education Center. Great, so we can now go for the Military Training Center, Prison Headquarters, and Penal Colony Specialization, or amenities. Let's go for the Military Training Center, because this will unlock powerful attachments and armies and ground defense buildings. Let's go for that. And on Earth, we can upgrade our policing system to Rehabilitation and Re-education Center. Ooh, and new people. Great. I definitely want to research these, because then we should be above the 300 mark and we can boost our nomination bid.
An alien empire has established
So we have the Lurian Principality, which is, if you watch Deep Space Nine, Morn. This was Morn's race, so we greet you in peace, and we are definitely boosting our bid.
Automatic defense procedures initiated.
And we can't boost it any higher, so this is as high as we can go.
Construction complete.
Let's see, is there anything else we can upgrade in our colonies? That answer, oh, I was about to say that answer is no, but that's not true. So, great, great, great. So the Tellarian Republic has just closed their borders. They're over here. Why did they close their borders? Patriarchal Republic? I'm not sure. Oh, they're xenophobic. So they just generally don't want people walking through anyway. And energy and minerals, again, always welcome. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I won't return the favor.
Automatic defense procedures initiated.
So the Surian League has declared the Polian League their rivals. Interesting.
How we may offer more.
I really find that interesting. Considering you're both coalition builders, you generally would love to be in a coalition with each other. Interesting. So, come on, Betazoid. Fire that event one more time, and hopefully I can then integrate you into my empire. Mwahaha. And an insult from the Orion Trade Union. Thank you.
Automatic defense procedures initiated.
So I was just checking. So we fought a war with the Orions and the Zenkethi last episode. And the Orions now have a pathetic fleet. Fleet power is pathetic compared to ours, but the Zenkethi are still equivalent. And more research. So we can research the Cultural Plaza, which I believe is an upgrade to the... No, let's do this, the Heroic Landmark. We can go for increased administrative districts, so increased number of administrators that build, or terraforming. I'm going to go for the Cultural Plaza. Maybe let's go for the administrative building. So thank you, thank you. Come on, Beta Z. Or really, come on, event to incorporate Beta Z. Construction ships. What can I do with you? I could build another Starfleet Naval Museum, but I don't think that's really going to help us. And you're still over there. Oh, another tradition. So civilian couriers improve our administrative capacity by 20. Or we could go for reducing crime and improving stability, which we don't really need. Or increase our officer training production, which we also don't really need at the moment. Or we can try and go for something new. This reduces crime by 10. This reduces population food upkeep by 10%. Diplomacy will increase our population from immigration growth by 5% and reduce our diplomatic influence cost by 50. Or diversity decreases building costs by 15%. Actually, any of these would be really good. But you know what? Administrative capacity is nice because it globally lowers the cost of things. So let's do that.
Disponar.
Can we offer them protectorate status? No, because we're hostile to them. So yeah, so because again you decided to declare war on my ally. Nope, retiring ships. Ah, so we get a Q tooltip. So that appeal can stretch to starships too. While a ship class may have served you well for decades, there comes a point where it is kinder to move on, such as when you unlock their replacements. A short grace period will allow you to maintain and upgrade these designs, but eventually you should consider decommissioning them. Worry though not, as there are ways to prevent this. Building a naval museum and interacting with it will allow a small number of older ship classes to be reactivated. So understood. Thank you, Q. So it looks like I decommissioned them myself. So the Emmet frigate is now out of service, and the Bonaventure light cruiser has been marked for retirement. So actually, the irony is, I added the light cruiser to this, to this fleet, and now it's no longer in service. Okay, great. So let's upgrade the fleet. See what upgrades they all upgrade. So, but the Emmet class, which is the 3 frigates here, and the 4 Bonaventure light cruisers are also now finished. So I guess the Maggie class is either the Engel class or the Maggie class was a replacement frigate. So new research. Mining station build speed increased by 30%. Also research station build speed increased by 30%. Lander pod wings, or the Nebula refinery, or the Andorian cruiser finally. Nah, let's go for the build speed, I guess. Yep, build speed, sounds good. And the first fleet, how are you?
Construction complete.
You're fine. But again, you're full of ships that have been decommissioned. Let's upgrade these ships, but we should also move them to... I'm going to move them to my other fleet, so I'm going to rename this as well to decommission... 2 seconds. Decommission fleet. And I probably will put all of the ships that I will decommission or throw against other enemies or things like that. To be destroyed type thing into this fleet. So let's review the ascension process. And we can welcome them in, yay! So now the Betazoid people become part of the Federation of Planets. And we welcome them. So thousands of delegates from across the Betazoid houses have gathered in the Great Council Hall on Earth to formally sign the Ascension Treaty welcoming Beta Z into the Federation. Coordinator Juliet Uruton stands side by side with Prime Minister Jonathan Archer and the leaders of other member worlds as billions of individuals watch the historic events in public places and homes across the Federation. So great, and at the same time I'm going to welcome some of the Beta Z population to Earth. So I will do that. So I guess I'm going to put a cut in here because this episode is running a little bit longer now. So again, thanks for watching this episode of Jamie Plays Star Trek New Horizons Into the Mirror Darkly total conversion mod for Stellaris. And yeah, if you're interested, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and see you next time for another episode of STNH. Ta-ta for now. Hello everyone, thanks once again for watching this episode of Star Trek New Horizons Into the Mirror Darkly. if you enjoyed watching and you liked what you saw, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'll try and bring out videos whenever possible, and yeah, I hope to see you again in the future. So take care and ta-ta for now.